little late today. Good evening to you. God bless you. Happy midday Monday to you. Pray that all is well. This is Mr. Favor, and I'm back in the saddle again to share the nugget with you today. Hope you all having a great day. It's cloudy, it's rainy. It's one of those days, guys. But it's a great day. If you're alive and well, moving around, it's a great day. It's a great day to be alive, okay? But listen, guys, I apologize for being late on today. I was getting some things notarized and trying to finish up, finalize a deal that I got going on. But it's a good thing, good thing, good thing. Favor trucking grows again. But greetings to everybody. Hope you all had a wonderful weekend. And hello to all the business owners out there. Everybody's rolling today. Hope you're doing well. Um, just to give you an update, uh, I'm still getting some praise reports and testimonials coming in from different people, either starting business or already in business, and things are going well for them. And so that's great, guys. So I want to just encourage you and take my hat off to you to tell you keep up the good work. Keep putting in the time, keep putting in the effort, keep making the sacrifices, and it's going to pay off. Okay, what you put in is what you get out, guys. If you don't put nothing in, you don't go out and hustle, you don't go out and do what you do. You sometimes you got to get out of that comfort zone. You can't sit around and wait for somebody. You know what I'm saying? You got to have that get up and go. You got to have that drive in you in order to go after more. You know what I'm saying? Wanting more don't get you more. Wanting more is just the beginning. Going after more and putting in the time and making the sacrifices and doing what it takes to get more. That's what gets you more. Just wanting more that doesn't give you more. So you gotta put some action to your ideas. You gotta put some actions to your plans and all of that kind of stuff. Okay, that because that's the only way you're gonna be able to witness and see what it is that you're working towards. Had to give me a sip here. Uh, Biscuitville got some of the best sweet tea. It all depends, McDonald's used to be, you know what I mean? But Biscuitville got it going on. The one I go to, close to my house. But Biscuitville got it going on that sweet tea. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm just, I give a shout out to my peeps over there at Biscuitville. Good evening to you. God bless you. What's going on, Mother Leona Kiss? Pray that all is well with you and you're having a God bless midday Monday. All right, guys, I'm going to get right to it because I got some other things I got to do. Like I said, I'm a little late today. I was at the notary office getting some things notarized, trying to close this deal on something. And again, sometimes you just got to do things. I intended to be able to come on exactly at 12 noon, but sometimes things don't always happen that way. And I always share with you guys, especially in the past, sometimes I may not be able to get on right at 12, but I would try my best to get on after 12 or between 12 and 1 o'clock. It all depends on what I got going on and where I am and things like that. So, and I know things happen. So you always want to give yourself that cushion, that space, that mercy space is what I call it. Give yourself some of that mercy space. All right. Okay, guys. But my eyes are jumping. Y'all pray for my eyes. I think I'm gonna have to start wearing glasses real soon. My eye doctor told me to come back and get an exam. So uh your boy might have to start wearing glasses. I don't know. I ain't speaking that, but I mean you got to do what you got to do. But But anywho, uh, to the nugget of the day. Um, I don't really have a nugget today. To be honest with you. I just wanted to just come on because it's midday Monday, and I just want to encourage you guys to just keep on working, keep on making the best out of every situation. Don't get discouraged. We know that we are entering into a new season. The seasons are changing. We're leaving summer and going into the fall months, and so just know that you're gonna have some good seasons. You're gonna have some seasons where things are really really booming, and then you're gonna have some slow seasons. Okay, that's part of being in business. Okay, don't allow that to get you down. Don't allow that to discourage you in any way, and don't let it cause you to feel like you've made a mistake, or don't enter into that place of regret or anything like that. I mean, like I said earlier, it's what you make of it. Anybody that I talk to, I get a lot of guys that come up to me, just recently in the gym, and I get a lot of people because I wear the favorite trucking t-shirts a lot of times when I'm working out, and people will walk up to me, they ask me questions, and how do you get into the dump truck business? What is the requirements? How do you get work? Stuff like that. And so a lot of guys are really, really interested in getting into the dump truck business. A lot of them are looking to buy box trucks and things like that, to kind of be more flexible when the dump trucking is kind of slow. They can still have something flowing and revenue coming in as it relates to that. Now I don't do the box trucks. I thought about it. I'm still thinking about it, but I don't do the box trucks. I have some other investments and things like that I do, and that's very important, guys. Find some good investments and invest into that, and let your money work for you. You know what I'm saying? So when you're not running in the trucks, those who are in trucking, if you're not running dump trucks, you still got revenue coming in because you done invested your money into other things that can pay you, and you'll let your money work for you. You know what I'm saying? So when you're not always able to go out and work and make, you know, the revenue that you normally do, you still got revenue coming in to where your business can be maintained and you continue to do the things that you do. So, and don't live above your means, guys. Don't live above your means because you're making good money. That don't mean you go out and spend a lot of money and buying things you don't need, because when if have a breakdown or you go through a mishap, you got to have money in order to pay for the bills and the repairs and the parts and all of that kind of stuff, because that stuff can get very expensive. Um, and then you just never know what may occur. Okay, that's why I always say keep up the maintenance on your trucks and things like that. Don't be cheap. You know what I'm saying? If something is leaking, get it fixed while there's a leak. If something is minor, fix it while it's minor. Because when it becomes major, that's a different ball game. And things can happen. You know what I'm saying? Things are going to happen. I say it all the time. Um, I tell guys, you know, you just never know with these trucks, and dump trucks go through so much. I mean, they in and out of different job sites. They up and down. They ride. I mean, they just carry a substantial amount of weight on a day to day, all day, stop and go. And so, it's just they really take a lot. And so you have to stay up on your maintenance. You got to stay up on your servicing, your PMs, all that kind of stuff, or whatever business you're in. Whatever your business is, you got to maintain your tools. You got to stay on top of your maintenance on your tools or whatever, and just you know, always have some reserves set aside just in case something happens. and you won't have to worry about it. It won't be a burden on you. It won't be a lot of pressure, things like that. So, I mean, you live and you learn, and so that's why any repairs of anything that I buy or I've owned, I have a paper trail. I got a paper trail. I deal with two particular shops, major shops that does all of my mechanical stuff. And even when I sell a truck, I can prove I got a paper trail. You know what I'm saying? If I sell a truck, somebody buy a truck for me, you know what I'm saying? I got paper trails. Anything that you want to know that I've done to the truck, all I got to do is print it out for you. I can email it. I can have the shop print it out. They can show it to you, walk you through it, and I think that's very important because that way you can eliminate all kind of accusations and things like that can be floating around. Uh, you can eliminate that. You know what I'm saying? There's a paper trail. You know, and I have access to everything. When I get work done, they send me an email of every part that was bought and everything. I can show you every part down to a bolt and a nut and a lock nut. It don't make no difference. A bulb and a headlight. There is paper trails that can prove to you that these maintenance and services are done. I even have a reputation. You go to certain shops and things like that, they will tell you. I don't even have to open my mouth. They'll tell you. Now, Faber don't play that. You know what I'm saying? If something wrong here, make sure he get it fixed. So it's one of those deals. So um, and I'm saying all that to say you want to keep paper trails. You want to keep maintenance records. So that helps you at the end of the year to be able to itemize all your costs and everything. So whoever your tax preparer is, they can, help you to itemize and all of that kind of stuff, and they can let you know what is tax deductible and what is not. Okay. Also, when you look to sell a truck, a lot of times people want to know what's been done to the truck. Do you have a paper trail? A lot of guys work on their own trucks, or they do a lot of work themselves. Now, there's nothing wrong with that if you plan to keep the truck. But if you know you're going to eventually sell a truck later, it's best to have a paper trail because, especially when you're dealing with banks, because if somebody wants to buy your truck and they have financing, most of the time banks want to see a paper trail. They want to see some proof that the repairs was done and which ones it is, because that helps to maintain the value of the truck. Okay. And that helps you to be able to set the price of the selling price of the truck. Okay. Because as the more maintenance you keep up on it, the newer parts and things like that that looks better to the bank that um, you're getting a piece of equipment that has been maintained or that has a lot of new parts and et cetera. So that helps you too. So to all of you that are looking to buy a truck, you know, buy it from somebody either somebody who that has a reputation of having trucks, nice trucks, maintaining, keeping up their trucks, or buy a truck that there is a paper trail, okay, that you can see all of the maintenance, all of the repairs, all of the rebuilds, overhauls, that kind of stuff. You want to be able to see that so that you can show it to your financial institution, okay, if you choose to go that route. Now, a lot of times people have capital. They're able to buy a truck straight out. They don't have to go through a bank. 40, 50, $60,000 truck. You may have that in capital, so you can just buy a truck straight out. You can just negotiate a deal, buy it straight out, and but still, you still want to see the paper trail. You want to be able to know that you are getting a legitimate truck. Okay. Now, if it's a used truck, everything is not going to be perfect on a used truck. Okay. Even on a new truck, I know guys who have bought new trucks in the last 2, 3, 4, 5 months, and they've been having some issues out of their brand new, spanking brand new trucks. Okay, so it's not guaranteed that you're not going to have any breakdowns or things like that, especially with a used truck. I mean, you should automatically understand that if you're buying a used truck, and 9 times out of 10 is as is. You understand? That's the way the selling market is. When you buy a truck, you're buying it as is. I've bought trucks in the past from like used dealers or private sellers or whatever. You buying that truck as is. Okay. So you may run across some issues here and there, but you know, you bought the truck. You see what I'm saying? So, and you coming in with the understanding that things may occur, but I have to be prepared for this. I have to. All of this is a part of being an owner. I gotta understand that this comes with the package. Okay, so so a lot of times, these are good points and things to know when you go out and you're buying a truck. I've had a couple of guys who reached out to me within the last 2 weeks. They would like for me to go with them to inspect the truck, look at a truck. I personally, I bought a number of trucks in the past, so I pretty much know a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know it all, but I know a little bit. I bought enough trucks in the past to kind of know kind of what to check out and look for. And I also got a couple of guys that I use that I send to, inspect the truck. They are really big on that. And good evening to you, Sister Franchine Johnson. God bless you. Pray that all is well. What's up, DB3? What's happening, man? What's going on, little brother? Pray that all is well with you, man. Okay, okay. Hey, yo, man. You know me, man. I don't really care a lot for the teams that are per se. I'm just a matchmaker, man. I like to coordinate my colors. You know what I'm saying? I got that orange and black favorite trucking shirt, so I had to put on the Baltimore Oilers hat. You know what I'm saying? I ain't an Oilers fan. I buy hats and stuff to match when I buy sneakers and outfits. My bad, DB3. My bad. But man, you the second person that said something about this Oilers hat. I was at the notary place and somebody said something about the Oilers hat. Said, man, what's the deal with that Oilers hat? They said, you don't look like no Baltimore Oilers fan. I was like man, it matched my shirt, man. That's all it was. I just grabbed it and put it on my head. But okay. That's what's up, man. Man, that was a great segment last night, bro. I really enjoyed that, man. That was really, really good. And God is really using you, man. And you're always in my prayers, man. I'm godly proud of you, brother. I'm godly proud of you. But I really enjoyed this segment last night. I don't normally get to be able to. I don't normally be. I don't normally get to catch you a lot. Sometimes I go back and I check out your replays because I don't hardly ever get to catch you live. But I was able to get you last night, man, and man, you had a great segment last night. That was some good points, man. And I was able to watch the whole thing. I was able to hang out the whole time, watch the whole thing, man. That was good. And but I gotta get around because my schedule, man. But it's okay. I'm working on it. I'm getting better at my schedule now. I got a lot going on, but you know what I'm saying. And I'm gonna start catching you on Sunday afternoons more. I really enjoyed that. Um, and I don't know, DB3. You never know what the future holds, man. Had to get you on back to the Bible too. You know what I'm saying? We have to just have a discussion or something, have a segment, I'm gonna have to bring you on. It's one of the guests, and we can just talk about the word summits. You know what I'm saying? I like how you set them boundaries, bruh. I like how you set them boundaries. You gotta have boundaries as it relates to on your page and on your lives, man, because you know what I'm saying? Because there's so much compromising going on right now, and there's uh, so much intermixing to where, you know, what is wrong. Now people are saying there's nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? Because they're adapting to this culture. You know what I'm saying? And but I like that. I like how you stood, you spoke, you made some examples, and that was really, really good, little brother. I really enjoyed that. Okay. I know you will, bro. I know you will. And I will. I will let you know, and we can get something going, man. Because I like your conviction, and I like your stance. You don't see that often. Um, it's when you see more compromise now than anything. You don't. Man, people ain't standing on what's right no more. They're afraid they're gonna lose people. People gonna cut them off and all that. Man, everybody got time. Anyway, I had to stop. That was what's that? Station identification break. Yeah, I had to take a station identification break. But so and so again, I have guys that I send check out, you know, trucks and stuff like that. If I see a truck that I'm interested in, I'll send somebody to check it out, do the 24-point inspection on it, and then they report back to me and let me know what's the deal. Okay. And then that way I can make the decision whether or not I want to purchase that truck. I run numbers. I find out, okay, they tell me this is wrong. This is going to need to be repaired. That's going to need to be repaired. This is going to need to be repaired. That's going to need to be repaired. And then what I do, I go back to my office, go back home to my office, and then I begin to run numbers. I begin to do price checks. I begin to check on prices of parts and how much would this cost and how much will it set me back in order to get the truck runnable, or can I run the truck and then fix this and fix that as I go along? So that's what I do. I go back and I do a rundown. I check on parts. And being that I've bought multiple trucks before, I pretty much have an idea how much parts going to be concerning certain things. So I can about narrow it down, and then I can call I got a lot of different friends that works at parts stores and Peterbilt and other different places, and I can just pick up the phone and say, hey, what is the price of this part? What is the price of this? What is the price of that? How long would it take to come in? Blah, blah, blah. And then I sit and I'll analyze, I'll move some numbers around, and then that will help me determine whether I want to buy the truck or not. Because it's an option, it's a choice, okay? But when you buy a truck, these are things you gotta consider. You can't just, you know what I'm saying, not count up the costs. I did a video about that. Count up the costs. Count up the costs about whatever you do, whether you're buying something, purchasing something, selling something, downsizing, upgrading, it doesn't make a difference. Count up the costs. A lot of guys don't do that. They don't count up the costs. They are so excited about getting in business, but they don't really sit down and really be sound and be sober and then begin to count up the costs. Okay. That's very important. I tell people that all the time. I do. I do. Anybody know me? No, I do. You know what I'm saying? I'm an honest dude. So, you know, and it's I just tell you, you know, I'm the guy to tell you everything. Everybody else like, yeah, man, go, go, go. I'm like, wait a minute. Yeah, yeah, go, but hold on, count up the costs. Stuff get expensive. This is the big leagues. That's one of my lines that I tell people. I said, now this is the big league. You running with the big boys now. You ain't an employee no more. This is you. This is all you. This is the big leagues. So, you know what I'm saying? You, as a driver, if something go wrong, you just call the owner, call the boss man, say, hey, I need this fixed, need that fixed. No, you the one you call. When you step out there on your own, you the boss and the employee. So it's a different ball game. And so, but a lot of that can be eliminated if you get the truck checked out first. And if you look to buy a truck, again, buy from somebody that you know and that you are familiar with the truck versus a total stranger. Okay. Now I bought trucks from people that I never knew, you know, but I also understood going in that it was a possibility that I would have to make some repairs. So I had that understanding, and I was okay with that, and I had the capital set aside to put into the truck just in case it needed some repairs, uh, so that the truck can be brought up to the standard that I would like for it to be. Okay, but had I not had any capital set aside for the truck, I wouldn't have bought it. So, but it does make a difference to buy a truck. If you are able to buy a truck, buy a truck from somebody that you know and you know about the truck, you understand the history of the truck. That's more of a benefit to you, versus buying it from somebody who you may not know, so you don't really know the history of it, stuff like that. So it can get costly. So, but if you're going through a financial institution, they're gonna want to see some paper trail. They're gonna want to see some, you know, if a seller says, "Well, I've had this done and that done," okay, can you prove it? Where's the paperwork? You understand? And that what that does, that puts them more at ease as a banker who is loaning you the money, and they're looking out for you as the buyer because they don't want you to buy a truck and then you have a major breakdown and then it'll put you out of business. Okay, you know, the motor blow up or something like that. Now that could happen. You know what I'm saying? Because you buying a truck as is. That's the key. As is. It's a used truck. Now these things could happen. I bought a truck one time and the motor was good. I had an overhaul, everything was good, but the transmission went out. So I had to buy a I had to rebuild the transmission in the truck. Okay. But I bought it as is. And I understood that things like that can happen when you're buying a used truck. So, you know, I had to rebuild the transmission. I had to redo the rear end. I put a new power divider, all of that stuff in the truck. So, but that comes with the territory. All right. So, and let me say this too. It's good to have a shop that you can set up an account with and you build a relationship with. That way you don't have to pay all that money up front. If you build a account with them, they set up an account for you. This is a golden nugget. I didn't really have a nugget in the beginning. I told you I didn't have no nugget, but now that more I'm talking, here go the nugget. Okay, yeah, I'm dropping some nuggets on these things. Okay, uh, set get a go to a shop where you can set up an account, build a relationship with them, so that you can get the work done that you need done. Then you won't have to come out of pocket with all the money that you got to spend to pay for the repair. You can get the work done, and make payments on the bill. You can just set up a payment. They give you a credit, and then you just make payments every. You can set it up every 2 weeks, every week, once a month. You pay a substantial amount off on the bill. That way you won't have to take all your money out of your account or your business account or your capital cover a bill, and now you're panicking, and then you're worried about how you gonna, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to take yourself through all of that pressure. So what you do, you set up an account with a shop and get in good with those guys. And then if they was to do a major breakdown, a major repair on a breakdown, you don't have to worry about paying all that cost up front. You can make payments on it. That way that'll give you time that'll let you keep the capital you have left so that you can maintain and run the business. But it also give you time to work to make more money so that you can put back and add to the capital. So even as you paying payments on the bill, you still working the truck. You didn't have to pull from your capital that you had in reserve. So that puts you in a better position, and it gives you more cushion to, you know, keep rolling. Okay. So that's very important, guys. And that's what I tell people all the time. Build relationships in business, man. I tell people all the time, you can't make it without business relationships. You cannot be successful in business without some good business relationships. Okay. I don't care who you are. You can be the biggest and or the smallest or the medium size. You cannot be successful in business without some good business relationships. Okay. You gotta build some good relationships with people. Okay. And the only way you're gonna do that is you gotta communicate. You gotta come out of that comfort zone. You gotta stop walking around, with these crazy thoughts and things. You got to change your mindset. When you're in business, your whole mindset got to change. Okay. So you got to be able to communicate. You got to be able to ask questions. You got to be able to investigate and build some relationships with these people. I got relationships with shops, tire shops, um, dealerships, bankers, uh, uh, bookkeepers, you name it. I can pick up the phone. I know somebody that can do something. I know somebody that knows somebody that can do what I need done. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't get this by just sitting in the corner, not wanting to talk to nobody, wanna isolate myself, don't want to communicate. You're not gonna make it. You're not gonna make it in business like that. So, I'm just telling y'all the gospel truth. I'm not trying to be negative or anything like that, but I'm just telling you, you cannot be a successful business without successful business relationships. It's very important. Okay. So you gotta be kind, you gotta be friendly, you gotta be nice, you gotta be a people's person, you gotta be able to talk and communicate, and because that's the only way people can help you. That's the only way you're going to get the right help is you got to be able to communicate what the problem is. You got to let them know, hey, listen, I need some help. I don't know what I'm doing. And you can't be about no image. You can't be trying to impress people. That stuff right there, that'll take you down. That pride and that image and all that kind of stuff, that'll take you down. You humble yourself. You just humble yourself. And if you need some help, you need to verbalize that. You don't know what you're doing. You need to inquire from somebody who do. Simple as that. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't make it by yourself out here in this business world. I'm telling you, because there's too many competitors out here. There's too much going on, and you got to be willing to connect with the right people, and you got to be willing to get the right information and the right advice if you're going to be successful in any type of business. I don't care what kind of business it is. That goes for any business. Okay, you got to be careful who you talk to, who you trust, and get around people that's doing something. Connect with people that's going somewhere. Okay, Don't be hanging around with no homies and all of that. They ain't doing nothing. They ain't going nowhere. You want to be around somebody that's going to push you to do more and to be better and to do greater. You don't want to be, man, if you trying to build something, you trying to do something, you trying to go places and you trying to do greater things, you got to change your circle. Got to change your circle. And sometimes you gotta operate alone or operate with those who you're working with to get you to where you're trying to go. Okay. And you got to be okay with people talking about you, uh, whatever, whatever they do, what they choose to do. You just got to be okay with that. You gotta let that be the dust that you shake off your feet, and you got to keep moving. You can't be distracted. You can't lose your focus. You got to be on point, and you gotta keep it moving. Okay, that's the only way you're gonna reach that destination of success, and that's the only way you're gonna prosper. You got to do it God's way. Be honest. Be integral. Be respectful, be honorable, be mannerable, um, respect another man's, and excuse me, you'll be fine. Monitor your business relationships. Okay, don't be afraid. Don't be too proud to ask for help. Okay, you don't know something, you don't understand something, ask questions. Inquire from the right people. Build you a relationship with a shop. Open you up an account and go from there. Okay. So you don't want to use all your capital and putting it into paying bills. You know what I'm saying? Set up an account. That way you can manage your money better. Okay. And then you won't have to put yourself in a bind and you won't, you know, be in a pickle. All right, guys. I hope this was really a blessing to you. I came on late, so that's why it's a little late. So I hope you all enjoyed the nugget today. I got to go. I got some other things I got to do. Matter of fact, I got to get this paperwork that I just got notarized. I got to get it to the FedEx store so I can get this stuff FedEx out. Okay. And but I got some stuff coming out. Got some new apparel coming out real soon. Um, I gotta get it finalized or whatever and make sure that's what I want. So y'all stay tuned for that, for some new favorite trucking apparel. And thank you, DB3. God bless you, brother. Much love to you, man. Thank you for your support. And those of you that tune in on Monday nights, AGA will be back tonight at 7 p.m. for another edition of Back to the Bible. Got some good stuff tonight, so you don't want to miss that. Lord willing, I see y'all tonight, 7 p.m. AGA will be back sharing with y'all the segment entitled The Issues in the Music Ministry. And I'll probably be sharing with y'all the next segment that's coming up real soon. It's a very needed segment. I'm going to be dealing with some things that I see that it is a concern. It is a real concern. But we'll get to it tonight. So please, ladies and gentlemen, that's some things that I got coming out with the apparel and some other things that I'm working on. So I'll be sharing that a little later. You know what I'm saying? You got to be wise in whatever you do because I do have enough sense to know that some people are not watching. Uh, okay, Sister Franchon, some people don't watch your videos uh, to get information. Some people just watch your videos so that they can hear what it is that you got going on. And I know that. I know that there's some business owners on here. They're not really watching the midday Monday Nuggets because they are gaining information or anything from the Nuggets. I think some people are just tuning in because they try to see what I got going on. Because I'm not talking. I'm not a talker. I'm not talking to a lot of people. I'm not telling people what I got going on. And so I'm sure people just tuning in just to be nosy. I mean, you're going to always have folk like that, but you can't allow the good people that's tuning in that really, really enjoying these, these, uh, these videos like, like DB3 and Sister Franchon and many others that are on here, Mother Kears, so many others on here. But some people just come on just to find out what they can find out, but which is terrible because that what that does, that says is you ain't got nothing going on for yourself. You so busy worried about what I got going on. So maybe if you get busy, you won't have to worry about what I'm doing. Amen. But hey, any rate, I enjoy you guys. Thank you all for coming in for the nugget of the day. Uh, if you like it, hey, watch it again, share it, do what you do. All right, let's help other people be successful. Let's help this business venture grow, and let's get this thing going and moving so we can encourage somebody and let them know, hey, you can prosper, you can succeed, you can make it. All right. All right, guys. This is Mr. Favor. I really enjoyed you all. Y'all please be blessed and continue to have a God bless Monday midday. And for the rest of you, I'll see you tonight at 7 p.m. for another edition of Back to the Bible. All right. What's up, Brian? I got to get up with you, man. I need you to build me a deck in the back of my house. I tore my old deck down, but I need to redo my deck on my house. So I want to get with you, man, so you can give me a quote. Come out and check it out and give me a quote. But I'll be reaching out to you, man. What's going on, brother? What's happening? So everybody that's coming in, good evening to you. Lord Jesus, this phone never stops ringing. Good evening to you guys. Pray that all is well. Everybody's coming in. What's going on? God bless you. What's happening? What's going on? What's going on? Okay. Yeah, I know you will, man. I know you will. Brian said, I'll take care of you. Hey, I have no doubt about that. I've been seeing a lot of your work, man. Man, I'm telling y'all some bad brothers. I'm trying to tell you now. Brian is a bad brother. Be doing some good stuff, man. I've been seeing your videos and all of that stuff. So I've been on your posts and stuff, man. Y'all do great work, man. I want you to come out and build me a deck. Let me know how much it will be. Because trying to get all that stuff done. All right, what's up, man? What's going on, Bear? What's going on? Good evening to you. God bless you. Pray that all is well. Who else is on here? Good evening to everybody. All those who are coming in right now, please go back and watch the video and let it be. I know that's right. If it ain't tight, it ain't right. I like that. I like that. That's a nice little phrase, catchy phrase right there. That's your signature phrase. I like that. That's all right. That's good stuff right there, bro. That's real good. If it ain't tight, it ain't right. Wow. Man, why didn't I think of that? Man, you need to put that on a shirt. Man, let's see if I can't get a shirt made for you. It'll be made for you. I might call my man and see if he can't put a shirt in the order. If it ain't tight, it ain't right. I'll make that one for you. That's Brian's shirt. I like that. That's pretty good. Man, why didn't I think of that? But anyway, guys, I gotta go. I gotta get out of here. I got some other stuff to do. Listen, guys, y'all continue to be blessed, be safe out here, wherever you are, because it may not be raining where you are, but it's raining here in the G-Borough area, High Point, all of that. It's raining pretty good. But y'all be careful out here on these roads and things like that. But y'all continue to be blessed. I'm out of here. This is Mr. Favor. Make it a great day. Peace.